Kenyan Muslim cleric who had been accused of supporting the Somali militant group Al-Shabaab was shot and killed today by unknown gunmen. Kenyan police say Aboud Rogo Mohammed was killed in the port city of Mombasa. A deputy police chief says the assailants sprayed the cleric's vehicle with bullets as he was driving with his wife and family. Mohammed was placed on a U.S. sanctions list last month for allegedly recruiting fighters and raising money for Al-Shabaab. And in neighboring Somalia, the newly elected parliament is expected to vote for the Speaker of Parliament Tuesday, setting the stage for the election of the country's president and ending almost 8 years of an interim government. Campaigning is heavy for the influential position, and many hope that the winner will help guide the country to peace.
I don't believe that the process of the president election will be fair, but it could be fair if the speaker and his crew are very serious people. So we don't know yet.
Now, for more perspective on Somali politics and the selection process for the Speaker of Parliament, we are joined by Harun Maruf of VOA Somali Service. Harun, welcome back again to Focus. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, do you see the selection of the Speaker of Parliament proceeding tomorrow as scheduled, despite the fact that 16 or so members have yet to be sworn in?
Yeah, the President has just stated again that the election of the Speaker of the Parliament will take place tomorrow. Still, there could be late changes, there could be late postponements, but it's all now said that tomorrow will be the election of the Speaker, followed by the election of the President. Even though the Parliament has not yet been completed, they wanted to go ahead because they believe they have the quorum required. They also believe that as long as the 16 remaining positions are allocated to known clans, then the voting can go ahead.
Now, we just heard the activist raise concern, which I think is maybe reflective of what the majority, at least that we've been hearing, feel, that they really don't think that it's going to be a fair selection of the president by the parliament. What do you think?
It's going to be very difficult, really, where you draw the line when you say it's fair and not fair. What's going to happen is that the voting will be a secret ballot, so that every individual will have the right to vote whoever he wants or she wants to be the next Speaker of the Parliament. But the Speaker of the Parliament is a very influential position in Somalia. We have 5 main candidates who are now competing for this post, including 2 former prime ministers. And the chairman of the committee that drafted the constitution. Okay. So it's a very influential position, and it will shape who will become also the president, because the power sharing in Somalia is based around clan, and whichever clan takes the Speaker of the Parliament is unlikely to have a very strong candidate for the presidency.
Tell us about this selection now of the president, which will be really a big part of what the Speaker of Parliament will be doing, as you just mentioned. What would that process entail?
There are several candidates for the post of the president.
There are more than 20.
There are more than 20, and what's going to happen is that once the Speaker of the Parliament is concluded, then the candidates will submit their applications before the Parliament. They will make their presentations. Each individual will have to state very clearly why is he different from the other. Obviously, the current president will have a slight edge because what he has done in the country in the past few months in terms of dislodging Al-Shabaab from Mogadishu and other areas, he will argue that his case is very strong. But there are also other candidates who believe that they have a strong message that they will be able to connect with ordinary people.
And that process is likely to happen when?
There is no definitive date yet for the president. It will follow the Speaker of the Parliament. It's very likely that it could take place either on the 3rd or the 5th
of September.
Yeah, or September, during the first week of September.
Okay.
It could happen.
Now, what about this, it's not a parliament-related news, but the fact that the AU forces are saying that they've managed to rid Merka of Al-Shabaab troops. Now, Al-Shabaab is obviously losing a lot of grip, especially in the southern parts. How significant is Merka in the large scheme of things?
Merka is very significant. It's only 100 kilometers south of Mogadishu. It's a port city. It's where Al-Shabaab used it to export charcoal. They also used to tax the goods that are coming from the Gulf countries, so they are losing a financial resource. That's number one. Second, Marka is the capital of the largest region in the country, Lower Shabelle region. So it's very significant. That leaves Al-Shabaab with 5 more towns in the south, including the main one, Kismayo. Kismayo, we believe that the Kenyan troops, as well as Ethiopians, as well as Somali troops, will be heading next to Kismayo.
Well, thank you so much. Always such insightful perspective on Somalia. That's Harun Maruf, senior editor at VOA's Somali service, joining us here on In Focus.